Hello, Skelevaderites, friends of Skelevader, and welcome to episode 24 of Skele's Weekly Weirdo. Today is exciting because the weirdo I have chosen is one of my favorite characters of all time. I probably say that almost every single episode. So right now we've got Chef M80. Hey, good to see you here. Thanks for popping in. I wasn't sure who was waiting for the live to begin, so I sent out this message. Hey, any idea of who or what today's weirdo might be? And Chef M80 said, I think this might be my first weirdo stream I've made it to. So if that's the truth, I think it is. Thank you so much for being here, Chef M80. I know we've seen you before on Toy Frenzy in the chat, so it's really great to have you here. Today's fun. These streams are a blast, but today is an exciting character. I'm excited to share him with you all. Now, I usually, in the thumbnail, I usually present a little hint or a clue as to what the character that I'm going to be discussing, or the figure, or the item I'm going to be discussing might be. And if you saw the thumbnail, if you're looking at it right now, or if you saw it today or earlier or on Instagram, you saw that it was Richard Kiel as Jaws from the James Bond movies. He's one of my favorite villains in any franchise. I mean, as a Bond villain, he's fantastic. He's more of a grunt, I guess, than a mastermind. But HP Brown Sauce Craft. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to just open up by talking about Richard Kiel, because Richard Kiel as Jaws is a hint as to what we're talking about today. Alf Inflict, welcome. You're about to find out what the weirdo is for today. Thanos Copter, great to see you. I imagine you're all busy like checking out footage from PowerCon. That's what I've been doing off and on all weekend. I know Oz from Toy Frenzy's there. Adam, Battle Ram blog, Adam, and from Toy Frenzy also was there too. Mega J is over there. I mean, so many friends of the Skelevator channel and of the Toy Frenzy show are there. So it's so cool that they're sharing their experiences with us. And HB Brown Sauce Craft. Hey, yeah, I mean, you'll see. You're going to see. So, Cobweb, good to see you here too. Come back and watch later. That's totally fine. It's great to see you here. I'm glad you popped in, and feel free to. I'm glad these live streams don't have an expiration date. You can always come back and watch them later on. Anyways, it's great to have all of you here. A good group of you here to watch this one today. So, speaking of Battle Ram blog, I often go and I source images for these things, and it's so funny because if it has anything to do with Masters of the Universe, you know that there will be an image of some sort on Battle Ram blog's website. So Adam, thank you, because I have this image to share. This character was part of the Big Jim line, and he was inspired by Jaws, inspired by the Richard Kiel Jaws. At least from the sources that I've found and from information that I've found online, I believe that this character was inspired directly by Richard Kiel's Jaws. And I absolutely love this character, but that's where Mattel got the idea for today's Weekly Weirdo. So folks that are still watching, any idea who today's Weekly Weirdo is based on this image? And if I got those facts wrong, feel free to fact check me, because we're not perfect. I try. But today's Weekly Weirdo is the beloved Masters of the Universe character, Trapjaw. This is the vintage Trapjaw that I have. in my, yeah, there you go, HP Brown Sauce Craft Trapjaw. This character was the first that I purchased using my allowance as a kid. Those of you who watch the channel, you know I've told this story probably hundreds of times now at this point, but I was intrigued by Masters of the Universe as sort of an outlier. That first wave, I had some friends who had some of those figures, and I thought, well, those are pretty cool. And my love for Skeletor and Beastman was kind of brewing, but when I walked into Toys R Us and I had some allowance money to spend, I saw that Trapjaw on the wall, and he just called to me immediately. It was the articulated jaw and the arm with the attachments that you could add on there that really called out to me. The fact that this guy was biomechanical and had so many exciting play features. You know, the arm, obviously, the jaw was what really attracted me. And then one of the sleeper hit action feature for me was discovering I could put the string through. So I finally saw that commercial for him, and I could put the string through his helmet and have him, you know, rappel down into battle. So Trapjaw is today's weekly weirdo. I'm going to go through the Trapjaws that I have in my collection with you right now. So I'm going to start off with this one. He's not actually the first one that I purchased as an adult collector. I've always loved Trapjaw, but this one that I had, my vintage one, I was given away when I was a kid, and so I purchased him. Actually, no, I think it was through Scareglow's house on Facebook that someone said, I'm going to send you one. So he sent it to me. So this is actually the third version of Trapjaw that I got as an adult collector. And I had to actually buy his belt. I'm still looking online for affordable attachment options for him. You know, these by themselves online are pretty darn expensive, like 20 bucks, 25 bucks a pop for those attachments. This was the first one that I actually bought as an adult collector. This is the Club Grayskull Classics Filmation style Trapjaw. So this is one that the first one that I added to my collection. I actually bought a Classics Trapjaw years ago when he first became available. And I gave him away to a friend. Trapjaw is one of his favorite characters. Gave him away. This is years ago, before it's become so valuable. And I don't regret that because I know he treasures it. This one, though, I fell in love with it immediately. When he became available, I got him at regular price, the Filmation style Trapjaw. And I love that he just looks like he's straight out of the cartoon. Ray, thanks for, I just clicked on here we go. Ray, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, don't forget to click that like button, folks. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Nolan, where are you? Nolan, great to see you here. Great to see you here, Ray. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. So yeah, this was the first one that I bought for my collection as an adult collector for me. And I absolutely love him. Then, as you all know, if you watch this channel, you know I'm a fan of reaction figures. This guy was a really good deal. I found a really good deal on him, and I couldn't resist it. So he was the second one that I added to my collection. And so, you know, I was like just starting to build my characters, my Motu characters. So yeah. I actually love this guy. And when I first saw images of him online, I was secretly hoping, of course, that his jaw would be articulated, but it's not. And that's okay. Reaction style figures are very simple by design. And so that's cool. Payne's Toy Samples, Aaron, great to see you here. Yeah, Trapjaw is awesome. So I always, you know, he's right up there in my top 5 favorite Masters of the Universe action figures. actually up there in my top 10 of favorite action figures of all time. And then, you know, then Origins are announced. And so I, you know, right around the time that Origins were announced, I you know, was speaking to people in Scareglo's house, and one of the great people over there sent me over this Trapjaw, and I'm really stoked to have him. My villains are now complete in the villains that I love from the Masters of the Universe line, vintage style, are now complete. And then Origins came out, and he was a tough one to find. He's actually one that I didn't find in the store. I had to order him. I got him for a good price, reasonable price. But I did hear a rumor. I haven't actually seen this. I did hear a rumor when he first came out that there was another version where he did not have the shoulder articulation. I don't actually know if that's true, because I've never seen the Origins Trapjaw without the up and down shoulder articulation. I love that he has the elbow articulation that became available, that was first available in Classics, and of course the jaw. But one of the things that some people do not like about Origins that I absolutely love about Origins is the bright colors. So I feel like for some of the characters it doesn't really work as much, but for Trapjaw, the bright colors are spectacular. And I love fluorescent green. I love a good deep blue, and I love purple too. And then he's got this sort of maroon, and bright, almost pink, you know, underwear and helmet color. It just really works for him. All right, Bud's here. Great to see you, Bud. Yeah, so this Origins figure, this Origins Trapjaw is fantastic. I love him. And think what you will. I know that again, like I said, some people don't like the bright colors, but I absolutely love it. And I love what they did with his pupils too. As you can see, the vintage style Trapjaw, he doesn't have an eye color. He just has the black pupils. The Origins style Trapjaw has black eyes with the sort of, they're yellow, or are they white? No, they're white. I don't know why I thought they were yellow. They're white pupils, which I think adds a real sort of, you know, dangerous element to this character. I will say, if I do have a complaint about the Origins Trapjaw, can you guess what it is? It's something he's missing. The eyebrows, the painted on eyebrows. It would be great if they had included that with this Origins Trapjaw, but he has no eyebrows painted on. I am kind of excited about the new Eternia Trapjaw that they just posted, or they just announced. I did have my issues with the Masterverse Revelation Trapjaw. He didn't quite do it for me. I had him briefly, and then I got rid of him. John, figuratively speaking, great to see you here. Yep, Trapjaw. Bud says I had to draw in the eyebrows on your Origin. Hey, I admire people who have the courage to do that. My hands get a little shaky with detailed things like that, so I've been thinking about that, but I'm hesitant to do it. When I did have the Masterverse Trapjaw, I did put this head on him, and it worked really well. But I wasn't willing to commit to that because I couldn't find another one of these out there, and then I could have both. But so I did end up getting rid of the Masterverse Trapjaw. But the new Eternia Trapjaw that they just announced at San Diego Comic-Con looks fantastic. And then when the wife and daughters and I were at PowerCon, the last PowerCon that was at Anaheim, they announced this one, the Mini Comics Trapjaw, and I got so excited. My wife can vouch for that. She's sitting right next to me while I was like, look, there it is. But I absolutely love, I know he's a little bit bright. That's because I have the windows open. The sunlight's making him very bright. He looks like he's kind of glowing, which is cool. But I love the coloration on the mini comics trap jaw. I missed the boat on the, I believe it was a Comic Con or PowerCon exclusive classics mini comic trap jaw. Totally missed the boat on that. But I'm happy that Origins, that Mattel gave us an Origins version of this. Absolutely love Trapjaw. I love all of the iterations of this character. Yeah, I would say that the vintage is my favorite version of him, but the Filmation Classics or Club Grayskull Classics version is second place. This guy is awesome. In fact, owning him allows me to feel a little less like I'm missing out on the PowerCon exclusive Mondo Trapjaw that has the same colors, the same color scheme. That looks, I don't know if you've seen images of that online, folks, but if you're interested, they are out there, and it's a PowerCon exclusive. I think you can order him online, maybe right now. I'm not sure, but he's considered the PowerCon exclusive, and he has the Filmation colors. So yeah, love this guy. He called to me from the shelf at Toys R Us when I was a kid, and I still have a deep love and appreciation for this character. Hey, if any of you folks out there have extra weapons, extra attachments, let me know. I'd gladly take them off of your hands. And Bud says, I got him on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. He looks really good. Are you talking about the mini comics Trapjaw? You got them on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store? Yeah, I did not include I do actually like Cronus. I didn't include him in here. He doesn't really count. He's sort of an outlier for me. I didn't include Cronus from the Rise of Evil 2-pack. But he's a character I've like been on the fence. Do I keep him? Do I get rid of him? But he's kind of funny, and I kind of like that wonkiness. Bud is saying, yes, the mini comics Trapjaw. Well, I hope you get them. I hope that you got them. I'm glad that they put them on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store again. I hope it comes out real soon. He's definitely one of my favorite figures that I have here in my collection. Folks, thank you so much for joining me for today's Weekly Weirdo. Trapjaw is a favorite. I know we all share that. If you like Masters of the Universe, you gotta love Trapjaw. And I'm excited for the new Eternia Masterverse version of him coming out. I think some of the gimmicks that are attached to that, in fact, the claw for his arm, you can remove that bit and put the silver jaw on his head, which is a nod to mini comics coloration, is brilliant. I think that's fantastic. Chef M80 missed the opportunity to not include Trapjaw head on the Rise of Evil 2-pack. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. But if you have, if you have the Rise of Evil 2-pack and you have the Trapjaw, if you have this Trapjaw, then you can just pop it right on there. But I know some people missed out on this guy too. Hopefully, once they move the vintage style Origins figures completely over to Mattel Creations, they'll slowly let folks order some of the characters that they missed out on. I know that there's a lot of characters that people missed out on from the Origins line. So yeah, folks, thanks so much for watching. I want to send a big thank you to the patrons of this channel. Carole Geis, Julia Honer, Don Roberts, MotuOriginsCork, Brick Something, Thanos Copter, and John from Figuratively Speaking. Thank you so much for your patronage. Really appreciate you all. Every little bit counts and helps support the channel. And everybody in the chat right now, thank you so much for watching. Folks, if you haven't subscribed yet to the Skelevator channel, please do so. On Thursday nights, we have the Toy Frenzy. I can't wait for this coming Thursday night. We're going to have a post-PowerCon discussion about all the things that Oz and Adam, noticed and were excited about in watching when they were at PowerCon. I also just talk about all the reveals and all that. So real excited to have that discussion. So tune in this Thursday night for our PowerCon discussion on Toy Frenzy. Thanks so much for being here, folks. And Nolan, that's so nice. I appreciate all the thank yous, folks. Oops. Oops, I lost you all there for a moment there. It's okay. I don't know. It looks like my internet is really weak right now. But thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Be safe and stay awesome. Folks.